You grind past midnight, inbox open, coffee cooling, eyelids burning because, well, hustle never sleeps. But what if the one thing you sacrifice, sleep, is actually the hidden engine of every metric you chase? What if missing tonight's deep sleep will clog your brain with toxins, erase half the facts you just studied, and crank your amygdala so high you'll pick fights and bad investments tomorrow? Stay for just 8 minutes and you'll learn why the smartest, fastest, happiest people are ruthless about shut-eye, and how to join them. Welcome. Today we flip the mantra "I'll sleep when I'm dead" into "I thrive because I sleep." Each segment ends with a cliff question. The next unlocks the answer, until, at the final beat, you hold the ultimate sleep protocol in your hands. Entrepreneur memes brag 4 a.m. alarm, 4-hour nights, coffee Ivor. We equate fatigue with dedication, naps with weakness. But if sleep were useless, why did evolution spend a third of our lifespan on it? When unconscious animals risk predators, something vital must happen in the dark. Sleep isn't parking the car, it's the pit stop that refuels, retunes, retires the tires. Skip it and the engine overheats, silently then catastrophically. Hold the image. Tomorrow's clarity or chaos depends on tonight's pit stop. Coming up, what exactly happens under the hood while you snooze? During the day, your brain is like a bustling city, and trash piles up. Things like beta amyloid and tau proteins. But when you slip into deep NREM sleep, your neurons actually shrink by about 60%. This lets cerebrospinal fluid flood in, flushing out all that debris through the glymphatic system. It's basically a pressure wash for your gray matter. If you miss deep sleep for just 2 nights, lab scans show a measurable spike in beta amyloid. That's the same gunk that builds up in Alzheimer's plaques. If you wake up after 7 or more hours of quality sleep, your thoughts just snap into place, colors seem to pop, and names actually stick. But if you only get about 4 restless hours, you wake up with a headache, your mind feels foggy, and every little thing sets you off emotionally. That's because there's literal pollution clogging up your synaptic streets. So cleaning is important, but honestly, memory matters even more. When do yesterday's facts actually move from your short-term trailer into the long-term vault? Well, the answer's coming up in the next segment, Inside the Memory Forge. During early night NREM, those slow brainwaves and thalamic bursts basically shuttle data from your hippocampus, which is kind of like a USB stick, over to your cortex. Think of it as a cloud server. If you skip NREM, you'll end up forgetting about 40% of new material within just 24 hours. Late-night REM reruns emotional scenes, but, without the stress chemicals, it actually softens trauma, files away lessons, and resets your mood thermostat. If you rob yourself of REM, amygdala firing surges by 60% and prefrontal control just drops. The result? Well, you might find yourself experiencing road rage at breakfast. So sleep cements facts and smooths out your feelings, but can it also supercharge tomorrow's creativity, split-second reflexes, and honestly, even profit decisions? The performance multiplier lands next. Problem-solving scores actually jump after a full night of sleep, and get this, insight, the classic aha moment, climbs by a whopping 300%. Decision-making also gets a solid boost, as the prefrontal cortex basically regains control over those impulsive circuits. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone. For example, NBA players who extend their sleep from 6 to 8 hours see 9% faster sprint times and a 2% gain in shooting accuracy. And honestly, reaction time after just one all-nighter, it's right on par with a drunk driver. In a study with traders at Columbia, the sleep-restricted group took on 20% riskier positions and lost more money. Meanwhile, the well-rested group held steady. Beat. Alright, so sleep is pretty amazing, right? But let's face it, modern life is just a whirlwind of blue light chaos, so how do you get that championship level rest without retreating to a monastery? Well, the toolkit is arriving right now. Here's the deal, folks. Anchor your bed and rise times within a 30-minute window, even on weekends. Your circadian clocks absolutely adore rhythm, while randomness is basically like self-inflicted jet lag. Think of your sleep space like a cave. You want it dark, so consider blackout curtains or an eye mask. Keep it cool, with 18 degrees Celsius or 65 degrees Fahrenheit being optimal. And quiet is key, either silence or maybe some pink noise at 40 decibels. Okay, so try to power down your screens about 90 minutes before bed. Remember, blue light actually suppresses melatonin, which is the hormone that helps you sleep. If you absolutely have to do some emergency work late at night, switch your device to redshift mode and dim the brightness. Another thing to keep in mind, no caffeine after 2 in the afternoon, and skip alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. It might feel like a sedative, but honestly, it's a real REM sleep killer. So for about 20 minutes, try some low-stimulation activities. Maybe stretch a bit, read a paper book, or just jot down your wins and worries in a journal to kind of dump them out. Then finish with 6 slow, coherent breaths. You can use wearables to track your sleep stages, but, just remember, data should inspire habits, and it's the habits that actually win you better sleep. Alright, tonight, just pick one habit you want to fix. Go ahead and comment your choice. After a week, check in and report any changes in your thinking, mood, or workouts. That's crowd science in action. Sleep isn't lost time, it's basically your brain's cleaning crew, librarian, therapist, and performance coach, all working the night shift, so tomorrows you can think faster, feel more balanced, and move smarter. So when someone brags, "I'll sleep when I'm dead," just smile gently, because you now know they're actually speeding up that timeline. Tonight, honor the pit stop. Pull into the dark garage, refuel, retire, and come back roaring. Tap like if this woke you up, subscribe and share your sleep hack pledge below. Lights off, brains on. Sweet dreams, your upgrade starts in 3, 2, 1.